Hi, it's Sunny with Dr. Good Unleashed, and I'm here with Dottie, who used to be known as Winnie. If you remember from our previous episodes, Winnie was trying to be adopted through the Homeless Pet Foundation, and she did find an owner for a short time, but then unfortunately the owner lost their job. So she had to go back to the Homeless Pet Foundation, but luckily she has a brand new owner, and her name is Roxy, and we're gonna meet her today and hear how she got the name Dottie and how well it's been going at her home with her new pet.
If you're looking to adopt a new pet into your family or are curious to see what the Homeless Pets Foundation has to offer, please visit our website at homelesspets.com or click the link below. We kindly accept donations to keep the nonprofit running healthy and strong, just like our beautiful pets looking for a home.
Poodle, 5 years old, that has
Never been spayed. Here's the tumor right there. So I've got a little female dog here, and she came in, she had these lumps in her breast. As much as veterinarians and rescue groups and everybody and their brother advocate getting dogs and cats spayed and neutered, some people don't. And it increases the risk of getting breast cancers. Okay, she's a little light. So what we're gonna do is, we're kind of late to the dance, but we're gonna spay this little female. We're gonna take her ovaries out, because that's the source of the estrogen. And we're going to, and then after I get done with this, we're going to go ahead and, holy smokes, I think she might be, holy smokes.
I was doing internet searches forever. When I couldn't find a lab mixed puppy, after submitting about 8 different applications, I was about ready to give up, so I started calling some breeders. I never heard back. So I was a little bit, okay, shot down again. My best friend's daughter, who volunteers at another shelter, she said, why don't you call the Winnie one?
Now, how did your friend hear about Winnie, who's now Dottie?
She was helping me through the website Pet Finder. I said, I really would like to meet Winnie. Lori told me more about Dottie, and she said her disposition was just so sweet. And I asked her, you know, was there any aggressive bone in her body? And she said no. Lori was just so easy to work with. And when I went in to sign the paperwork, it was great because Dr. Good was standing right there. And he came over and, you know, gave me the hug, you know, the air hug. And he, you know, and I just, you know, I was talking to him. And one thing my girlfriend and I asked was, you know, I was concerned because her mammary tissue was, you know, there, and, you know, he said, no, it's from her litter, and, you know, just give it some time, it'll, you know, it'll go back. I would recommend them in a heartbeat.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I would really,
aren't they great?
Yes, yes, yes.
How long did you have her before you decided that you wanted to adopt her?
It took me probably less than 48 hours.
Love it.
It's now history.
Wow.
She's part of our family.
For having multiple heat cycles, which female dogs do, she's developed an abnormal uterus as well. So she's got an infection in her uterus. Normally it's a tiny little thing. So hopefully our plan is we get this uterus out and we remove this breast cancer, she'll be cured. I'm going to do more than one tie. And then what I do is I clamp them, I remove and I release it, because sometimes when you have it pulled out, it'll put tension on the blood vessel. So we sit there and watch it and look for any sign of bleeding. And so while I'm letting that stay on there until I bring up the other. That's intestine. And some young, especially veterinary students, I had veterinary students think that was the uterus and want to remove part of the intestine. We have to remind them that you need to work on your anatomy. So you can see there's a whole bunch of things that look like the same thing. You got to be very careful. And in surgery, it's all about speed. If you take 2 hours to do this, it's going to be really hard on the patient. So we're going to hopefully have this part done in about another 5 minutes. Then we can get busy on that tumor. Now, for those people that want to spay their dog at home, they got an instructional video now. And we're, of course, just joking. But hopefully this will extend this dog's life by many, many years by what we're doing. So this is the base of the uterus. And there's definitely something wrong. It's not supposed to be that big. What's the anesthesia on? Okay, give it another 0.4 cc's of atropine. Because she's got a uterus full of infection, I've given her an antibiotic shot. Ignoring this would be a death wish for the dog. Okay, so we've got this tumor. So what we're trying to do here is just trim out this breast and fill in the blank. Looking at all this stuff here and trying to determine if we got all the cancer out. And if you'll look at this tumor, it's all ugly, hardened. Yeah. All the cancer is confined. That's a good sign. So now I'm going to close this bad boy up.
The day the dog showed up for the surgery, we spayed the dog, we took out the ovaries and the uterus. No more hormones from here on, and we took out the tumor too. From here on, the dog should be okay. Of course, in surgery time, always can be complications, but in this particular case, we didn't notice anything. So everything went by the book.